Okay, so if you really think about it, though, who's the original famous for nothing?
Anna Nicole Smith.
No, she was actually famous for something.
She was famous because she took that man's money.
Well, no, she was famous before that. She was, she leveraged good looks into her fame. I mean, like she was a Playboy model.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, she was one of Playboy's. Okay, so
Just because you look good, you famous?
See, Anna Nicole Smith was in Playboy, and she
Uh,
was one of the original faces of the guest advertising.
so we're gonna just say she was a model.
She was a model. She was a
Okay.
legit model. She was famous for being a model.
Okay.
She was not famous for nothing. She was famous for being a legitimate model, because Guess Jeans had her as their model for forget 1980 something. She was big. She was real
Hmm.
big, and then she became an actress. So she was a model, then she became an actress, and then she got famous for marrying some guy who was older than dirt. What was the joke? The reason why he was so rich in oil is because he buried the dinosaurs that became the oil.
Oh,
That's
oh,
what they were saying. He's that old, right? And then she was famous for dying, right? So she went. The thing was that she idolized Marilyn Monroe, and she died the same age, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So she no, so she's not the first famous. So when you think back, and it's not that
Oh,
far
Paris
back.
Hilton.
There you go. Paris Hilton is the original famous for being famous.
And that's where Kim Kardashian got because they was friends.
I
That's where she
believe
got
that
the
Kim
blueprint.
I believe that Kim Kardashian was her stylist.
Yeah, something like that.
Because you got to remember, the Kardashians had money, but not like crazy money. I mean, like
Not Hilton money, but they have
yes,
money.
yeah, they had money back then because their father was OJ's. Their father was an attorney. Rob Kardashian was an attorney, and he was OJ's friend, and they probably had some business dealings together. So they
Hmm.
had money, but they weren't like, they weren't billionaires. They probably
Mm-mm.
weren't even high end millionaires at that point in time.
Nah.
So actually, she was still in a position where there being so many daughters involved in the scenario, she probably did have to have a job.
Hmm.
And if I'm not getting it wrong, she was Paris Hilton's stylist
She was
and friend. Like when they say she's her stylist, they're probably more like a friend who
a
got
friend that told her
paid.
how to dress. That's how
Yeah,
I look at it.
yeah, and that's what she was. And so the very first group of the duo back then was Paris Hilton and
Nicole
Nicole
Richie.
Richie. They
Yeah.
were famous for being Nicole Richie at least had a really famous father. I mean, Kim Kardashian's dad was famous for being somebody famous's friend,
Yeah.
right? At least Lionel Richie was like a real celebrity.
Yeah. And then Paris just had paper.
Yeah. And Paris just partied. Paris partied, and she was really famous for being rich, and be rich and glamorous. That's her thing. Famous for being famous.
Hey, she had a sex tape too.
She had a sex tape, yes, with what's the guy's name again? He's Salmon was his last name. I think his last name.
I forgot who she had the sex tape with.
Yeah, she had a sex tape with somebody who had sex tapes with like three other people.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that dude got around.
huh.
What was his name? Quinn's bringing it up. What's Paris Hilton's sex tape? Who's the guy?
It's about to be like Kevin Federline.
Oh man,
Come on, Quinn. You got to get your search terms. You got to get that down pat. What are you searching?
it's not giving me what I'm looking for.
Why are you
Oh, it's
searching?
Rick Salmon.
Yeah,
That's
it is Salmon. Rick Salmon. Is it Salmon or Solomon?
Solomon.
Solomon. There it is. Rick Solomon. That. What? Now look up Rick Solomon. He has multiple sex tapes with other people too.
Yeah.
So give us Rick Solomon's greatest hits.
Crazy.
Let's see.
Rick Solomon. Come on.
Sex tape with Night in Paris.
One Night
He's
in Paris.
there.
What else he got?
It doesn't tell me. It says in April 2004 he began distributing a sex tape of himself throughout adult film industry, red light district video, under the title One Night in Paris.
Okay. What else? Come on. Go forward.
He's been married.
Who? Come on. Give us these names. And
Elizabeth Daly.
that's an actress. Who else?
Married to that was in '95. Then in 2002, he married Shannon Doherty.
Yep. Okay. Who else? Shannon Doherty. This guy's either been in sex tapes or married to a bunch of famous people.
Oh, on September 29, 2007, he and actress Pamela Anderson applied for a marriage license in
That's
Las
right, Pam Anderson too. Now you got to wonder, okay, if you get some guy who's been in like at least one sex tape and married a bunch of actresses and got divorced, shouldn't that be the biggest red flag in the world? Do you really want to be dating a guy who marketed a sex tape?
It didn't matter.
It doesn't matter, Raymond. You don't think it matters?
It matters to them, yes, but you know when somebody like they've been talking about this a lot. I've been seeing these headlines. Men don't approach women anymore. So just think about it like it was probably a little bit better back in that days, right? But still, it's still a small percentage of men that approach women. This probably got big charisma. They probably didn't even know nothing about none of that. I bet your parents didn't know nothing about what he had going on in his past, especially like with dating sometimes, because I've experienced this before. You don't like if you like a person, you don't really dive deep into their background unless you have to.
Dude, I mean, if you the people who I know who have at least have some modicum of fame, they research the hell out of people that they meet.
Look, man, I was living with a porn star and I never watched her porno tape until after I stopped talking to her.
Okay, but that's you. So you didn't look, you didn't.
That's what I'm
choose to-
saying. But I'm telling you as a person who's like I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I mean, no, but
I know there's other people that's like me.
oh no, but you're a regular person, right? These are celebrities. I'm talking about why,
Just
especially
because they
like
celebrities don't mean nothing.
Well, I think Armand is saying a celebrity is going to have to investigate
no
who they're
okay.
after.
So the people who I know who have a modicum of fame, even a minor modicum of fame, they are very gun shy about anybody they date. They research the hell out of everybody.
But okay, and I can agree with you on that, right? But look at it, right? Because now it's making total sense to me. Because at the end of the day, the Paris Hilton sex tape was staged. Like okay, if she did her research, she knew about this guy. It was staged, and then Kim Kardashian took the same blueprint and did the same exact thing.
Yes,
She saw how Paris blew up, told her mom, and they went and did the same exact thing.
and that is actually something that's been out there. That's been debated. So the thought was either the sex tape happened and they decided to make something positive out of it, or they crafted it from the very beginning.
I think they crafted it from
Right.
both of them crafted it from the very beginning
And
because before that you had Pamela Anderson, where honestly
that's the original sex tape. Yes.
that sex tape made Pam hot. Like it was like we knew who Pamela Anderson was from Baywatch, but her star went to a different height when the sex tape came.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like I don't know if that got leaked or anything. I don't know about that one. But the now that I'm thinking about it, Paris Hilton's sex tape was manufactured. That it was not no leak. That's what they want to tell us. It's the same thing with because Ray J came out and said that it wasn't leaked.
Yeah.
The Kim Kardashian one. So it's like if you really put it together, there wasn't no leak. And like how you just said, they would do research on this person. Like stay away from this person. So it had to be.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Like I ain't gonna say it's okay. I ain't letting my daughter do nothing like that. But that's what they did. And she was big for that.
She was. I mean, and now if you look at the net result, that's what kicked off her stardom, right?
The sex tape?
Yeah, Kardashian. Yeah.
Oh, the Kardashian, yeah. I like Paris is already big before her sex tape came out.
Well, I mean, when you say, I mean, Paris
They had
Hilton,
to they were
Simple
already
Life.
at the tail end.
yeah.
But I think the sex tape came out after the album. Either the album came first or the sex tape came.
I don't know. I mean, like the funny part of it is that with all that, I mean, when she was doing that stuff, it's like people were just amazed that Paris Hilton had a career for being a party girl. It's like, wow, they had the simple life. How, I mean, like,
They was on TV. They was on primetime
Yeah,
television.
people were amazed at that, right? And then a short while later, suddenly you got somebody who became a billionaire from it. Right? That's insane, right? They really parlayed that into a massive fortune. And for Kim Kardashian, that was a start. That sex tape started that was a great kickstart for the whole thing, right? That got
And she
the
was 21 when that came out.
that got the notoriety, and they did the smart thing. They got momentum going, and they kept the momentum going. Even now, I mean, like the Kardashians don't let momentum die. As business people, they're brilliant. They understand momentum. They always have something to keep the plate spinning.
Yep.
Okay,
Right now we got Skims going.
they've never let the momentum die. They've always got something going on, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think any on-air celebrity has been on billboards consistently for as long as that family has. See, first it was Kim. Then they got a couple more sisters in on the act.
Yep.
Do you remember how young the youngest ones were when Kim first started getting famous?
The sister act. Ha ha
Think about it. I
ha.
mean, like, okay, the Jenner ones. Okay, so when Kim's sex tape launched, and she said she was 21 at the time, right?
What?
How old were the Jenner kids?
The Jenner kids was like
They were
in
like
teen years.
what's
Early
up?
teen.
At the no, because if she's 21, they're younger than 10 years. They're more than 10 years younger than Kim Kardashian, right?
Wait. What are you talking about 21? I'm sorry, I missed
You
something.
said that Kim Kardashian's sex tape came out when she was 21, right?
Oh, no. Paris Hilton's
Oh,
came
Paris
out.
Hilton's.
Paris Hilton's, it says that it came out when she was 20. Well, no. They had sex when she was 20.
Okay. So how old was Kim Kardashian when her sex tape came out?
Let's find out.
Because she was a little bit older to begin with.
Yeah, she was.
So what year did the sex tape come out?
The sex tape came out, I want to say like 2011? Maybe.
Quentin, what you finding?
Well, I found the ages of all the girls. What you want me to look for?
Oh no, we're wondering when the Kim Kardashian sex tape came out.
Okay, she was 23 and it came out, well, it was filmed in 2003. That's what they're saying.
Filmed in 2003,
And it did come out in 2007.
2007. In 2007, how old were the Jenner girls? The oldest Jenner girl. How old? Like there's Kylie and there's the other one,
Kendall.
Kendall. How old were the Jenner girls in that?
Why do I know these
Okay, if she
people?
was 23, the youngest one is 16 years younger.
Jeez. Okay. So you're talking about she was 7 years old. Okay. So think about this career trajectory, right? So Kim Kardashian started gaining real fame after the sex tape. Okay. So she was in her early 20s.
Mm.
That family knows how to keep momentum going. As time went by, they started incorporating other family members into the act. They started bringing the other sisters in, and they started bringing the other sisters' drama, like Scott Disick.
Yeah.
He owes everything that people know about. I mean, like, he's all because of them, right? Good or
Yep.
bad. It's because of his orbit around that family, right? And so you got him and the freaking, was it Lamar Odom? That dude, that poor dude.
Lamar Odom, Reggie Bush, the guy that Kim Kardashian married, Kanye West.
Humphreys. What's his name?
Alan Humphreys,
it's not-
Chris Humphreys.
Chris Humphreys, right?
And the funny thing about it is, like, when she married him, it was like, girl, he's not even like a superstar. Like he wasn't a bench player, but it was like, man, he only scored like 10 points a game.
Dude, no, what's crazy? I saw him recently, dude. Okay, when she was married to him, when she was married to that dude, if you told me that he wasn't black, I might believe you, right? He was so like quasi black that he could be not black, and I could be a pass for a not black guy.
Man, you remember they did a whole TV show about that.
What about him not being black?
No, about
Kardashian.
they did a whole TV special on the wedding.
Yeah. See, what's crazy now is I saw him doing some, I think, ESPN commercial. He's a sportscaster now, and I saw him doing some commercials. Dude, they blacked him up, so he's looking a lot blacker now. I mean, like when I saw him, I didn't recognize him as Chris Humphries. I thought he was somebody else. I'm like, who's that? Who? Like, and I realized, holy shit, how'd they make him black? I didn't understand it.
Yes.
How do they do it? I mean, like, it's a choice, right?
Yeah, but being black is a choice. I'm gonna start saying that being black is a choice.
I identify as black.
Huh?
But
Because it's a choice. Being black is a choice, man.
I'm looking at him. I'm thinking, man, he's spending more time in the sun or something. I mean,
he probably did.
He probably did. I mean, he looks a whole lot darker than he ever has before. I'll tell you that much.
That's crazy. They ran through him.
But think about it. I mean, like they've brought all these. I mean, every season they find something, because it's such a big family. They find somebody new to throw into the mix, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've been at it so long. The kids who were 7 years old when it started are now making billions of dollars off of cosmetics. Right? It's insane, right? Like, it truly is a family business. And then recently, of all the people, freaking Kris Jenner decides to get one of the best plastic surgery makeovers of all time. Have you seen her?
Yeah, she looked young.
Dude, that is the best plastic surgery makeover I have ever seen. It's dude, because you see people getting plastic surgery and it's not good. Some of it's like, wow, their face looks really totally tight, right? Mm-hmm. Or they don't look like themselves.
No, not her.
Kris Jenner walked into that doctor's office and stepped into a time machine.
Yeah, because I would date Kris Jenner.
It's amazing how good she looks. I mean, and so that might be the thing. It's like, okay, so she's gone in there and got rejuvenated because maybe she's the next round of star on that thing. I mean, like,
she is the star. What you talking about?
They got to keep them young to be able to keep them. It's amazing. So at some point in time, Kim's gonna go in and come out 22 years old again.
Man.
So they can keep this thing, and that's the funny. So let's throw some conspiracy theory into this. Some complete BS conspiracy theory. Is that Kris Jenner?
Of course, it's a doppelganger, man. It's actually a.
Are you sure it's her?
I mean,
the eyes are too.
I mean, it looks like her.
Now, really young. If it was a doppelganger, it would make a lot of sense. Right?
I mean, it looks like you're really young. I mean, there's the thing. Could they be replacing the aging celebrities with younger people who look like them and claiming that it's them so they can get more mileage out of the name?
And guess what? I can see them doing that.
I'd be there for it. I
wouldn't be there for it, but I could see them doing it.
I can see them doing it. It's kind of like, you ever see Princess Bride?
No.
Oh, you never seen Quentin, please say you saw it.
No, I don't.
Okay, so in The Princess Bride, Carrie Elwes is a young stable boy who goes out to try to find his. So he's in love with like she wasn't a princess at the time. She was like the daughter of the owner of the farm, and he goes out to find his fortune. And she hears that his ship was taken over by the Dread Pirate Roberts, and the Dread Pirate Roberts doesn't leave anybody alive. So the stable boy is dead. Okay. Mm. Years later, the Dread Pirate Roberts comes and kidnaps this girl who's now supposed to marry the king. So she's a princess, right? Mm. And it turns out that the Dread Pirate Roberts, is the stable boy. Because it turns out what happens is that every couple generations, the Dread Pirate Roberts he kills everybody, and then eventually he will pick somebody to groom as his replacement. He'll train them, he'll do everything, and then at some point in time he'll put into port, a foreign port, let off his crew, pay them all their going away wages, bring on a totally new crew, and the guy he trained would be the Dread Pirate Roberts, and the Dread Pirate Roberts would stay on as his first mate to help him through the process. And when he feels like he can stand on his own, the first mate, who was the Dread Pirate Roberts, sails away with his riches, and the new Dread Pirate Roberts moves on in, right? So
Mm.
that's a thing. So they could be when Kim goes in and gets a surgery done and comes out 20 years younger, that's the new Dread Pirate Roberts.
It's just it's one of the things like this analogy just only made me think about the Silk Road because that's the guy. You heard of the Silk Road?
Yeah, on the Silk Road, yeah.
That was the pseudonym the CEO was going under.
What?
The CEO that got caught and got all them years in jail.
Wait, I'm missing something here. Okay, so the Silk Road was a trade route from China to Europe in the old days.
The digital Silk Road
Oh,
was
I'm not aware of that.
dark.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a dark web website
Okay.
where you were able to for Bitcoin you were able to buy drugs, weapons,
Okay.
anything that you wanted to. You can buy
Okay.
prostitutes.
Okay. That's okay.
Yeah, it was that. It was the beginning of Bitcoin, and it was pretty much if Bitcoin was PayPal, the eBay was Silk Road, and the creator of it was the Dread Pirate Roberts. I forgot the kid's real name, but that was the pseudonym that he went under, and that's pretty much kind of what he was
Wait.
doing.
He went under the Dread Pirate Roberts was a pseudonym.
He went under the
Oh, that
pseudonym of
is
the Dread Pirate
sweet.
Roberts. It
Okay,
was
that
honestly
is
like
sweet. See now,
when you
now
learn
that you
about
know
his
what it
story,
is,
huh?
now that you know what the Dread Pirate Roberts is, you
Oh yeah,
understand.
that's why I'm like, okay, that makes a whole box a lot of sense.
Okay, that's okay. See, now that you know the story, that okay. Now that I'm hearing that, that's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, hold on, let me find
the
what was that
Dread
guy
Pirate Roberts. That's what he went by.
website? What was it? What was that guy's name? Oh, it's a movie about it. Okay,
That guy's probably either a late millennial, a late,
Ross Ulbricht. Yes, he was a late
an
millennial.
early millennial. Actually, is what he
Like
is.
like when you be talking about being a libertarian, he was a libertarian.
There you go.
You
So,
know what I'm saying? He believed that
I
drugs.
mean, age wise, either he is an elder millennial or he's Gen X, because
Yeah,
those are who are going to be like people my age are going to be the Dread Pirate Roberts crowd.
right.
People who
And
saw Princess Bride when they were in their teens.
uh, yeah,
Yeah,
and he, as a libertarian, felt that drugs should be legal, and he created the Silk Road. And apparently, what they got him on
they got him
was
on something.
they said that he had ordered a hit on somebody. He had ordered a hit on somebody within the community because there was other people going under pseudonyms. It was really they said it was really hard to catch this guy. They caught
Okay,
him in a Starbucks.
okay. How do
He like think about it. This guy was a dark web billionaire, and they caught him in a Starbucks
he
because
was there for the free Wi-Fi?
he was traveling around going with the Wi-Fi. I think they said the only reason they caught him, I think like it was something like it was like a fluke that they caught him. They caught
Okay,
him with the computer open. If he had the computer closed, they wouldn't have knew that was him.
okay.
Yeah, but I mean, Chris Kardashian, where we go from that, Chris Kardashian being somebody else.
It could be.
Like as you say it, yes, it could be somebody else. I don't want to believe it or go into it because just before you were saying that, I was like, if Rob Kardashian Sr. was still alive, none of this shit would happen.
True.
None of this would. I would have never, ever let my daughter have a sex tape and circulate it at all. I don't care how famous you want to be, girl. You better go learn how to play a flute.
Dude,
Learn how to be a lawyer and become famous.
think about that, dude. Like, your dad's an Armenian lawyer. You think that he's gonna let that shit happen? Hell no.
He wasn't gonna let it only happen because he wasn't here. And like Kim went to Chris and was like, "Hey, this is what Paris did." Like now, like the plot thickens. It makes so much sense now because it was like, why would you do that? Why would you pimp your daughter out? And then it was like, well, Paris did, and look what happened with Paris, because that did happen at Paris's. I would say that happened after the reality shows, the sex tape, and then it was just like after that, it was like she was done. She was
Yeah.
solidified. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, and it was funny because it was like she didn't need the money to do it.
Mm-hmm.
She just wanted to be famous. Like Kim Kardashian didn't need the money.
Well, I mean, Kim Kardashian didn't need the money. She just wanted to be famous. Like Kim Kardashian didn't need the money. Well, I mean, Kim Kardashian didn't need the money. She just wanted to be famous. Like Kim Kardashian didn't need the money. the Kim Kardashian now,
Mhm.
what she's accustomed to living with now needed. I mean, compared to what she was then, I mean, it comes. Okay, so this is a weird one. Once again, another movie, Wall Street.
Uh,
Okay, Quentin, have you seen Wall Street?
Only pieces.
Only pieces. Raymond, have you seen Wall Street?
yes, I've seen
Okay,
both.
at least that one we have you on, right?
Mhm.
There's a that part of the movie where Bud Fox is asking Gordon Gekko, right? How when is enough enough? How many boats can you water ski behind? Right? He's asking all these questions, right? So the thing, like, let's look at the Kardashian life before the fame,
Life.
right? The life they lived before they became internet sensations, social media sensations, right? They weren't billionaires,
No,
right? They lived a comfortable Southern California well-off life, right?
right.
But they weren't what they are now. I mean, like, with the things that they're able to do in life now, do you think that the thems back then would look at that and look at, and I mean, like, compared to what they are now, the early 2000s Kardashians are poor.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay, compared to what they are now.
I mean, they wasn't even the Kardashians at that point in time.
Yeah,
Like
they were
after
just.
Rob died, they became the Jenners.
Did they? Was there a period of time where they were called the Jenners?
I'm not saying they were called the
Oh,
Jenners,
they would have been, yeah, because
but
of.
Bruce married Chris.
True, true. Okay, so let's jump on that real quickly. That's a situation, okay? If you okay, let's flip it. Let's flip the genders, okay? If you were a guy married to a woman who later on came out and became a guy, okay, what I mean, would you look at that and would you be sitting there just analyzing the whole relationship in the past and saying, wait a second, let's because think about that. She married Bruce Jenner, right? Olympic legend, right? The dude was like, we'll always remember him on a box of Wheaties, right?
Well, I
Okay.
don't, but y'all do.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're too young for that, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
was an Olympic legend, right?
Yeah.
Huge. I mean, like, star. And she married him after Rob Kardashian was gone, right?
Yeah.
And they had kids. Is it two kids? Are there two Jenner girls?
Yeah, two Jenner
There are
girls.
two Jenner girls, right?
Kylie.
What?
Kendall and Kylie.
Yeah, so there's two of them, right? They got married, they had kids. And eventually he transitioned to become a woman,
Yep.
right? So let's flip that around and let's say that you two guys had gotten married to a woman. I mean, because Bruce Jenner was like a specimen of manhood. He was an athlete, right? A 6 foot plus Olympic athlete. So let's say that you guys had married like very womanly women, right? Had kids with them. And at some point in time, they came out with the decision that, oh, I'm just in the wrong body. And they transitioned, became men. Okay. Where would you guys' heads be on that situation?
I did like Chris and divorced him.
Okay, you divorced. I mean, would you be would you
Go marry a black guy. Nah, like, yeah, I'll go. All right, yeah, go be what you want to be and go live my life because that's exactly what Chris did.
Yeah, okay.
She
She took it in,
I mean, publicly says I support anything that what's his name? Crystal, what's her name?
what's her name now? She's not Kris Jenner.
Caitlyn. I
Caitlyn. She's
support everything
Caitlyn.
that Caitlyn does and goes and beats her black husband.
Okay, I mean, but would you think that I mean, would you be constantly looking back into your relationship looking for signs?
Yeah.
So do you think the signs were there with Jenner?
It definitely was there.
Probably something, but it wasn't blatant.
It probably wasn't blatant, but it had to be there. It had to be something that made her feel off. It had to be something where it was like, dang, I didn't think it was gonna be that. It was gonna be that deep, because it was like he did that when he was in like his late 50s,
Yeah,
right?
he was old. He was an older man when he decided that he was going to be. I guess he's been living his lie too long and said, screw it. I'm
I
transitioning.
even for a moment, I thought that was a plot line.
Yes, that felt like a plot line. Okay,
That felt
that
like a big plot
that felt like
line.
a setup. That just didn't feel real for a second
But the
there.
only thing is like where it turned out to be real is that he's not on the show no more, and yes, he is still Caitlyn.
Yeah, he's still
Caitlyn's still
Caitlyn.
running
He
around
went all
here
the way. He went and
somewhere.
became Caitlyn. He became a an old white lady.
He became an old white lady, an unattractive white lady. He became Karen. He became
He
Karen.
became a yeah. Wait, now I have not been look at this. I have not been following this, okay? But what I remember when it first happened, and this is, and I talked about this. This is before the podcast of ever was even a thing, right? I brought this question in like public talks a few times. It's like when he first transitioned and became a woman, he exclusively dated only women.
When he became a woman, he was only dating women.
Yes, in the beginning, he only dated women. So I was confused. So here's my thing. Maybe it's because I'm not super rich, right? To me, it's so impractical because if you enjoy the company, so like if you enjoy the company of women, if you're a guy, if you're a man who enjoys the company of women, right? You like
Mm,
having sexual relations with women,
yeah.
okay? Even if you for some reason didn't feel comfortable as a man, would you want to go through the expense and the trouble and the pain of transitioning to become a woman? It's not cheap and it's not easy. It doesn't look easy, right? It doesn't it
No, it's not
and you
easy.
got to go through all this shit with all your friends. And like there's going to be people saying, "What the hell are you thinking?" Like you're
No,
going
like,
to
and
alienate
he
some.
had boys. Like, remember man, I think Brody. It's funny. I knew Brody before I knew who Bruce Jenner was.
Oh, wait a second. He had kids from other marriages too, right?
His kids had TV shows.
That's right.
His kids was on the hills. Brody Jenner was the
Yeah.
man.
Okay.
But Brody recently just came out and he said he couldn't do Caitlyn. I can like that's why I could never do that to my son. I can never imagine having to do that to my son.
For some reason, every time I think of Caitlyn Jenner, I think of what's his name's dad, Quagmire's father from Family Guy. Remember Quagmire's father?
I never seen an episode of
Oh
Quagmire.
shoot, Quagmire's father's in the Air Force, right?
Uh
So
huh.
Quagmire's a pilot, right?
Yeah.
Quagmire's father's a military man. He's in the Air Force, and he retired,
Uh,
and he transitioned to become a woman.
giggity giggity giggity.
And Quagmire's father is like a macho dude. Okay, so when the
That's
shit,
hilarious.
so every
What
time
made them think of that?
every time I think of Caitlyn Jenner, I think of Quagmire's dad.
Quagmire's dad.
Right? That's my.
Yeah. That's where he
It,
got the idea from.
it's freaking hilarious. But think about that. I mean, like, but okay, so just imagine that. So if you're going to transition, become a woman, the people you know, especially somebody famous like that, knows a lot of people. There's going to be people torn about that on both sides. Some people are going to be either totally accepting of it. Other people are going to be like, trying to stage interventions. Right?
I, I think we was talking about sociopaths. If I had to bet my money on it, I'll blame Chris. I'm blaming Chris all the way. I bet you Chris really wanted to go and date Corey and was like, okay, for me to get out of this marriage, he needs to become a woman. And she egged the whole thing
There's
on.
no better story. Yeah, she gaslighted him. She's
She
like,
gaslighted him.
she was telling him, it's like, she's looking at him. She said,
You
Bruce,
should live your truth, Bruce.
Bruce, you should live your truth. Bruce, I
You should
know,
live
come
your
on.
truth, Bruce.
You've always wanted to be a woman, have you? No, I haven't. Oh, come on, Bruce. Tell
I've
me the
seen you
truth.
wear my bras before. I've seen it. I see how you act. Like you should go and be a. I think you should live your truth, Bruce. I
Yeah,
think let's go see a therapist. I'll pay the therapist to agree with everything I was talking about, I would have played it. It sounds diabolical. But any woman that lets her daughter go do a sex tape, that's a diabolical
Watch
woman.
this. At some point in time, Bruce Jenner is going to see this and he's going to realize the error of his ways. He's like, oh, shoot, it's true.
Yeah. He was like, dang, these guys are right. They were just speculating. They were just speculating. Like, she was gaslighting me. Yes, she was, Bruce. She wanted to go date Corey, bro.
He's thinking to himself, she was the one who wanted me to dress up in those lingerie outfits early on. It wasn't me who wanted to do that. It was her.
Who wanted to do that.
After a while, I thought it was me, but it was actually her. I could believe it. But,
motherfucker.
But if you really think about it, though, picture that. I mean, like, it is not the physical process is not an easy process. The coming out to your friends process is probably even harder, right? And then the shit you get every day walking around with that is, I mean, like,
because
why would you?
He a ugly old white lady.
Yeah. No, but then after all that, you want to be with women anyway. Like, see, that's the thing. So if you're like a regular person, you think about all that stuff and you say, man, I like being with women. I'm just gonna stay a dude who goes out with women.
Be androgynous.
Yeah, and then in private bedroom time, I'll dress like a woman when I'm with her.
Right.
And she'll and she'll just think it's a kink. Right.
And guess what? If she would have came out and be like, "Oh, Bruce likes to wear women's clothes when we're intimate," that's better than becoming a woman to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, that's what you do in your bedroom, Bruce. But like you becoming a woman, we can see that. Like everything else is up to the imagination, or you can deny it.
Yeah.
I mean, like she lying. All right, well, I believe you, Bruce. I don't believe this random woman.
See, and that's the whole thing. I mean, like, if you're a woman, if you're a guy who likes women, why go through all that trouble? Just stay a guy who goes out with women. There's no point to it. I mean, like, it's just weird to me, right?
I think it's weird to get a sex change to be a lesbian.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Dude, you're a lesbian in a man's body. Come on, man.
Yeah, because he went all the way with it. I don't think he has a Johnson no more.
I don't know.
I think he went all the way.
Quentin,
I don't know.
Quentin, I dare you to put that search in your computer.
I'm gonna do it.
Does Caitlyn Jenner have a Johnson? Yeah, dude. I mean, like that. Okay, if he didn't, okay, maybe he's on the fence about things. But if he went all the way with that and got the whole thing done,
ain't no coming back. Bruce.
That's commitment. That's
And by the look at Quentin's face, he went all the way with it. He did.
He did.
I'm hoping this is wrong.
What is this?
But I'm going to look it up in another place. It says Caitlyn Jenner has previously stated that she underwent gender-affirming surgery, which included the removal of her penis.
Dude, that just sounds funny. The removal of her penis. That line itself. The removal of her penis. That sounds weird.
She identified as a woman.
Ain't no coming back, bro.
Yeah, that's
you tripping, man.
Yeah, that's just
he gotta live the rest of his life like that. And it only gets more painful as you
wait. Is there no coming back from that? Can that be reversed?
They gotta cut off more skin and add more skin from somewhere, man. No, you don't.
I'm sorry, it makes me kind of like
it
makes me gag.
Can it be reversed?
How they gonna make it? They gotta cut off something and put something else and do something.
Wait. But how does it work when women want to become men?
They cut pieces off.
That's probably a prosthetic.
Skin grafts and all kinds of stuff.
What? Yeah, these are questions we never thought we'd ever ask ourselves, huh?
Yeah, I know, but it's like, that's why I'm like, when we're talking about sociopaths, like certain people just can't, like, you know what I'm saying? It's no right or wrong. Me in my mind right now, you just don't know, my stomach is cramped up and like I kind of want to barf because like just in me, I couldn't imagine doing that to myself.
Yeah, I don't imagine. Yeah, it's just
I couldn't. No, man, I couldn't do it, bro.
Dude, yeah, confirmed.
Confirmed.
Yes, Caitlyn Jenner underwent gender affirming
Oh,
surgery, which included a full sex change. She publicly announced her transition April 2015 and
oh,
confirmed that she had the surgery in January of 2017.
oh.
Ouch. Okay.
Caitlyn, no. Nah, he shouldn't have did
Dude,
that,
and can you
man.
imagine if our speculation is correct? This is all because Chris Jenner gaslighted him.
Man, you get. Oh my God, that
Dude,
woman.
like she totally did the whole guy. I mean, like it was a psyop. She she
No,
she
you
left she
never.
left articles
You know
around
what's
the
funny?
she left suggestive articles around the house for him to find.
You know what they say, like, I ain't gonna say they. Kanye, he said that, like, the man that she's with right now, Corey Gamble, is CIA.
Oh,
That's what Kanye said.
that's what Kanye's okay.